Okay, so I made the boys look bad yesterday on the rigging, so they're hauling ass today, trying to impress me. It ain't working. No. What the? God dang it! I wish I knew what was going on with my boys. And no, I haven't been yelling at anybody. Well, okay, maybe one guy. Just can't talk about that story yet. But I got suspended from work for a week because of it. It was worth it. Every bit of it, and I'd do it again. Run! Hurry! You're looking bad. Oh my God. Why the heck would you set that? Might as well just high lead every bit of it if you're going to lay them chokers on the ground. Jesus. The whole idea behind getting left. I thought. I don't know. God damn. Yeah, I gotta get a phone that got the anti-shake damper or whatever, a gimbal. That's what I need. A gimbal like I had on my drone. There you go, Drew. Hustle. Don't be afraid to make it sweat. Come on, Cole. Hustle, hustle. You're looking bad. Stand up. There you go. Make up for it on the outgo. Yeah, we don't have to wait till we're clear out of the road to go ahead on it. He ain't even hardly got that thing throttled up. There, he's starting to do it now. Yeah, stump jumper. You know, we come out. At first, I didn't think that the Yoder was... Oh, what the heck? What did I do? No, it's all... Oh, no, I did something. Oh, take that off? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, at first, I didn't think the Yoder was the answer to your questions. But after running this, and as far out as we've yarded in this nicer wood, with you guys bucking everything as short as you do, that rig right there is absolutely what you would work just fine for you. And you already have a couple of them, the hoods, you know, it's the same thing, which obviously you know that. It's a 610 Prentice, 2 Pullmaster drums on it, and both drums have high and low speed, which helps quite a bit. Some of them do, some of them don't. This one does have, there's a switch called the high lead button. Because these drums, they're not like a Yoder, where a Yoder is, you can power on, power off, or you can free spool off. Well, these are power on, power off. So, like high leading, you know, when you hook one line to the other, they didn't do so well because the drums don't actually keep up with each other. So one of them might have been pulling too hard, or you know, the other one was slacking too much. So they come up with it, and it's the high lead button. And when you hit that switch, and it was just like that Yoder that I ran over there in Idaho, when I was bringing a turn in, as soon as I started to swing, the Skyline would just peel off easy. Well, that's the same thing with this. When we're high leading, you hit that switch, and you start to pull on it, you're going ahead on the skid line, and as soon as it gets enough pressure, then the Skyline just starts peeling off. And it's vice versa. We put the Skyline, we pull with the Skyline and use the skid line to pull it back in some situations. In here, we would, because the Skyline's got more power, but it's slower. So in small wood, you know, short yard and fast type logging, we would put the skid line in the front and pull it back with the Skyline so that, you know, you're yarding it in faster. So that Chuck Driver was asking me about that the other day. But back as I was saying, stump, that yes, that absolutely would be the answer. And you can run a grapple car off of these. They ran an Acme 10 for a little while, so it absolutely would work. You don't have to. A shoot a Christie carriage would work just fine. And that's just 2 Rope Master blocks up there. A little more video from the back end here. I'm gonna try to get a little interview with Nigel. I'll go do that right now. So here's that other side I was talking about. Yeah, look at them trees. They are quite a bit nicer over here. And this stuff here goes too, I believe. This may also be part of this stuff that doesn't. So there's some nice timber here. I know that. We get over into that nicer stuff, I'll definitely get some video of that. Okay, so for those of you that are new or whatnot, or maybe didn't catch the video when I did it before, he asked how we get our lines moved, you know, on the yarder logging. And that little sweetheart right there, that's called a Tommy Moore block. At this little itty bitty line, that's haywire. And so he's got his skyline out to a stump, and then he's got this haywire pulled up to here and into the block, and we're just gonna pull it out with the pickup. But anyways, the haywire goes over by his next stump and then goes up to the skyline. So when they're done logging, they'll kick the skyline loose, and we'll start pulling on this haywire, and the haywire will pull the skyline over to his next one. Situation like this, it's just when we only have 2 drums, so using the Cremity change roads is about the only option. You know, on the yarder, you have a haulback or a haywire, but it's the same concept. You put 1 or 2 blocks back of your tail hold, and your haywire hooks into your haulback or your skyline, whichever one it may be. If you're hanging out a long ways, you know, it's real tough going or whatever, what you do is you make your layout with the haywire, get it hooked into your haulback, run your haulback around. Your haulback, like is, 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and the 208 Washington, they ran the inch haulback. Could you imagine spooling 5,800 feet of inch haulback? Oh my God. Anyway, so yeah, that's how they change roads. Sure would like to figure out what's going on with my throat. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good logging over here. We're finally crewed up. We've got enough guys, run both sides. If it keeps clicking the way it's clicking, it's doing good things, real good things. Finally, we're after everything you've done, as hard as we've worked, it's finally coming together, thank God. So, all right, more videos to come, friends. Stay safe, get logs, Cam out.